So hello everyone, it's 26th of August and today I extensively studied varc. Um, I am getting problem in solving questions and how to read passages. So today I watched some videos, implemented some solutions and tried basically what works for me. I'm not 100% sure, but actually I think I'm going in the right way. So para jumble and para summary was one thing that uh, in VA was very difficult for me to answer. So I used few tricks. I am planning to work on things like how to execute varc correctly, like especially the VA part. In RCs, I think I take a lot of time to read the passage and then I get stuck to few questions that would delay my passage reading time. So what I would be doing now is leaving behind questions that are really difficult, so I should not battle with those questions. Basically leave them if I don't if I see that they are taking me more time than like 30 seconds or 1 minute, so I'd be leaving them. Especially the RC, I think I got to know one trick that would be very beneficial is to basically divide the RCs in three colors in mentally, like not literally, but three colors like green, yellow and red. Green would contains examples or the explanation to the paragraphs, so we can skim through those paragraphs. It does not contribute that much to the passage. Then the red is basically the stoppage part where we can emphasize more. We can read it twice or thrice maybe to understand or grasp the major concepts. And the yellow is basically where there is a change in tone, or if a passage is in positive way, it is changing to a negative way, or vice versa, or there is some contrary things that are said. So we can always have a look at what the passage is actually telling, and to get ideas about what the main idea is and what are the defining ideas in different paragraphs in a particular passage. So that's one thing that I would be doing. Regarding the speed, I know that my speed is a factor, but I would prioritize accuracy over speed, because if I am able to do things correctly, then only it's a good thing to increase the speed. If I am doing things wrong and I am increasing the speed, that would make me more blunder. Like I'll commit more blunder in terms of the questions. So this is one thing that I find, like reading passages carefully and with what mindset. Then second is about tackling the parajumble, which is very difficult for me. So parajumble, basically we need to first find what is the first sentence that comes. So this is the first thing that we do. We associate with the coherence if there is some like connecting words or connecting ideas that connect two or three of those sentences. So we form a group, like we form a sequence of them. So identify the first, then form sequence, and the last part is what is the actual idea of that passage or the sentences that is. So we need to follow the chronology in which the parajumble sentences are. So this is one thing that we do while tackling parajumbles. For para summary, it's advisable to think critically, only answer things that are in passage, especially if they are words that are in passage and it's similar to that in the sentences. It is a 60% chance that that would be a correct answer, but obviously there would be different parameters to judge, but you need to think it critically. So earlier what I used to do was just based on my intuition, I would do what things are mentioned, and especially the inference based questions were the one that I got stuck, because I don't literally know what the inference meaning is. So inference is actually this statement which is always true, and it basically comprises of two or three sentences. Maybe it would be only one sentence if the passage is only about that one thing, but inference is always true, it's always mentioned in the passage, and we need to critically analyze that there is nothing outside the scope. So one framework that I got to know is the framework of Bain framework, I think. So it's broad. If the sentence is giving us idea about broader things than what the passage is mentioning, then it's a wrong option. Then if the idea associated with the sentence is very alien to the passage, then it's a wrong question, so BA. Then if it's an extreme thing, like maybe you could use only, if, as, all, like all those terms which emphasize things and that creates an extreme view on something, then we can eliminate all those things. And then the Bain, so N is basically for narrow. If the sentence is giving very narrow approach to what the passage is trying to say. So if in sentence there is very few ideas that are catered and not all, not the correct ideas catered, it's very narrow to actually draw a conclusion, then it's a wrong answer. So that's one thing. So I've found these ways I would be implementing in questions. I found that my accuracy has improved, although the speed is not improved, but I would be focusing on accuracy, as I said. So my whole aim was to read a passage completely, understand what the questions are asking. If it's an inference based, how can I tackle, how can I eliminate those questions, like options, and what's the correct method to take the answer. So earlier what I used to do is, if my answers were correct, I didn't see why it was correct, like the logic was not clear. And if it was wrong, I just saw the logic, and I found that people are just marking the answer because their intuition is right, but it's not the correct approach. Basically everything in VARC has somewhat of an intuition, but most of it is critical thinking and analyzing and eliminating the options. So I need to be good at that, and I would be working on that. Reading a passage is kind of improves your reading habit, so you know what to skim, what to read, what to leave, and you don't have to read it continuously. So what happens now is, since I don't have a habit of reading, I need to read those passages twice. So that makes me, the reading times of a passage increases from 3 minutes to 5 or 6 minutes. So that is killing my time, and if I am able to do 4 passages because of this, I would be only able to attempt 2 passages at most. So I need to improve on that skill too, and that would only increase when I read more often. So yeah, that's all for today. I would be doing some quants thing and few DILR questions. So basically moving to the 10 or 12 hour target that I set for myself. So yeah, bye, see you tomorrow.